Do you hear me? Hello, do you hear me? I don't hear you. You need to turn on your microphone.
Okay, is that better?
Yeah, it is better. Hi, how are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Yeah, finally got there.
Exactly. Where's the, is another person joining?
Yes, he is, yeah. I'll give him a ring now. Hey, buddy, you jumping on?
Yeah, jumping on there.
Okay, look. Yeah, Julian, who's coming on now, he's the owner of the business, so you'll probably better off discussing it more with Julian. He'd know more about it than I would. So
yeah. It's just all going to be about selling air source heat pumps and not solar, because we're really focusing on that, optimizing everything. We're good at one thing, and then the others. For example, just until he joins, I'm going to talk about the background. I, for example, come from a solar background. I've used to help solar companies, the same thing. But as you know, like since 2022, the government decided to drop the incentives and then schemes and everything. And it just became obvious for the people to really reconsider the purchase, and really like the options became less, like with more and more companies like flooding the market. For example, not so many companies offer financing options, and I couldn't help those companies who could not afford to have those strong offers for people. Yeah. So it became race to the bottom.
Right. Okay. Julian's just joined.
Julian joined.
How you doing, buddy?
Good.
Hi. How are you doing?
Very good. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm doing very, very good. Thank God. How about you guys? How is the business going? Like, is it?
The solar side of things are tough at the moment.
Yeah. So before we move on, this call is going to be about me like presenting what we have to offer for you, and if you think it's a good idea, then we can go ahead and start our partnership. Before I move on to everything, I just want to make sure as to why you guys accepted the call in the first place, and I want to really go into this, go into investing in marketing in the first place.
Julian,
it was you actually who.
Yeah, well, we're just obviously looking to sort of expand our sort of customer base, and bring more workflow through the company. It's all about turnover at the end of the day. The eco market is, it's notorious for.
Julian, this is more for heat pumps rather than the eco 4.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I should have made that cleaner.
Yeah. Well, we've been doing heat pumps for the last sort of 12 years. The UK heat pump market is on an upward trend. So it's something that we've been involved in for a long time. We've got a very strong very strong reputation, good customer base. We've been from a company point of view, there's lots of companies that sort of jump into the market when it's when it starts to grow. I mean, we've been in it, so we're in a better position than most other companies because we have the trading history, the reviews, and people we can point our customers to for a review of the service that we've given them. So there's a decent margin in heat pumps. So it's an industry that is only going to grow at a more accelerated rate. You see, as soon as the big six start to move into the market, obviously they've got a much bigger research and marketing department, which as soon as they've moved into it, that this is something that is going to move at a much quicker pace.
Yeah, that's why you can tell just by the way I'm doing business. I only help these installers who only install air source heat pumps. It works for companies that also do groundwork. Obviously, the companies that specialize in air source heat pumps also do ground source heat pumps as well. So I exactly think the same way as you. That's why I'm in the first place. I recently jumped into this industry and to squeeze the lemon out of this opportunity. And then the way I do it is by just helping you guys, because that's obviously where my cash flow like comes in. So yeah, let me.
So what's your background?
My background.
Yeah.
In terms of like, in terms of what?
Well, in terms of the industry. So,
yeah,
you know, is it something that, do you understand heat pumps? Have you been, you know, or you sort of purely from a marketing background?
I haven't even touched the product itself. I just do marketing. It's like, as you just mentioned, it's not only a growth opportunity for companies like yours, but for companies like mine as well, and marketers. Because yeah, if it's a good opportunity for you, then that means that us helping you get clients, that part of work is also going to be easy for us. Because yeah, there's going to be lots of incentive, and if you think that government is on your side, then yeah, you got the whole world like on your side. Because if the government is on your side, you're not only benefiting from the incentives that the government has to offer, but also its attempts to stop the sale of boilers that's happening now in the UK. It's also going to limit, the government is going to try to limit those sales as well. And if you look at it like very, very logically, so what we're saying here just makes perfect sense in terms of like this opportunity and everything. And the background for me would be, I jumped to this industry on the beginning of June. And since then, I've only recently been able to work with one company, partnered up, already started everything. The company name is LC Installations. And yeah, you guys would be the second company for me to partner up with and then help get you guys more jobs. So yeah, let us decide. Oh, so Julian disappeared. Yeah, I just saw him. He was not even moving.
Oh, that's frozen. Yeah, that's
he wasn't.
Yeah, for some reason they're having problems in the office with it. Yeah.
Yeah, you were just not moving. I just realized that. So yeah, so when it comes to what we do, we have complementary systems like we've integrated and white labeled to our own brand. And all I can say is that what you guys care is about results. Genuinely, it's about how what results you're gonna get to the money you guys invest. And let me just start asking from this side. How many customers are you guys helping like monthly in terms of air source heat pump sales, only air source heat pump? And what is the profit margins in there, or revenue wise, every single month? Because I want to know what capacity you guys are performing at, and yeah, so that we can look at.
Well, we currently only do about 5 a month. So we're not, I mean, heat pumps are a high ticket item, but it's Octopus have been skewing the market slightly because they've been subsidizing their installs. So
yeah, I'm aware.
But they've moved away from that now, luckily. So that they were doing installs at probably about 30% less than the market rate. So it's really sort of I don't know if I don't think it's permanently damaged, but there's a lot of people who have been to Octopus, obviously, on these heat pump groups. And as you know, social media is a powerful platform. And, you know, when somebody sees, you know, an install that's being done by Octopus for like 9,000, whereas we would be doing it for like 13,000. It then skews the perception of the value and the, you know, the cost for the whole industry. So it kind of slowed everything down. But Octopus have now moved from that model to a standard market rate. You know, so they've gone from their £9,000 now, and they're now 14,000. You know, which is a very odd move, but you know, at least it gives the rest of us a sort of a more of an even sort of keel in sort of price point. So they'll still have obviously the advantage of a large company, but you know, it's not something we want to you know, do like sort of 40 a month. Certainly not yet. You know, I'd like to grow it to probably doing probably about 3 or 4 a week.
Probably try to do it for 3 a week. What do you say in the last line? Didn't quite catch that.
I'd like to grow it within the next 6 months to doing about 4 a week.
Yeah, 4 a week. Yeah, I've got that.
Yeah, so I mean that's quite a lot of infrastructure needed for that, because a heat pump install typically takes sort of 2 or 3 plumbers and Sparky a week to do. Yeah,
exactly.
So from a personnel point of view, there's it's not like solar, where solar is in and out in a day. There's a lot more involved with a heat pump.
The
margins are bigger than on the solar, on the domestic solar anyway. So a typical heat pump install will be circa sort of 13 to 16,000 on an air source. I mean, ground source isn't really, you're talking 30k plus.
Yeah, exactly.
But you're looking about 30% margin on the heat pump.
Yeah, and when you said Octopus Energy just stopped doing that, it just had to, because a lot of companies must have complained in the first place to the high officials, because the government has to also create like more work for you guys as well. In that case, if it only like incentivized or like subsidized Octopus Energy, then in that case economically that would be still great, but economically it wouldn't be good for companies.
I don't know. It wasn't subsidized by. That was an internal company thing.
Yeah, the problem is they were monopolies. You would think that's the only thing. They're about a monopoly on the. Well, that's probably why they had to drop it, mate. It's unfair trading, really, isn't it?
Well, a lot of them are still doing deals whereby if you if you have an install done with them, they give you a better rate on your energy bill. So that still goes on.
Right, okay.
Yeah, they're really pushing from every single angle then.
But I think it was more from the point of view of it was an unsustainable business model. So from their point of view, they were subsidizing.
Is it not illegal to offer a monetary gift? You can give gift vouchers, but if you're giving someone a preferential rate over a period of time, is that legal?
Yeah, of course it is. I mean, I can charge, cost price. It's just stupid.
Yeah, but to offer them a preferential rate on their energy, if they were to have.
Again, well, obviously, it can't be illegal because they're doing it.
Yeah.
Where do you guys serve?
South Wales. So we'll sort of basically do. Well, yes. I mean, we do go from the west coast to the eastern border of Wales, but there's such a large market in the sort of southwest of Wales, that's really the area we want to focus on initially.
Yeah, exactly, because that's the power you got like at your arsenal now, just to try to dominate your local area first of all, and then by having that trust like that you have around your local area, and then leveraging then to scale up, and then like in the long run after just like you're saying, it might take even like more than 1 or 2 years, definitely. But yeah, you got the power to serve the people around you, like in your local area, and that's something that Octopus Energy might not be able to have any kind of advantage over you. So yeah, you said you guys can do at best 4 jobs a week. In that case, in a month that would be about 16, 15. How many is it right now? How many is it? The gap, I want to know, like the gap.
Well, we're only doing 1 a week at the moment.
Yeah, I hear that. So you guys are probably looking for 15 installations done, like working with us. So what we offer is for example, let me start from the beginning. There's stages to the sale, right? Until somebody who doesn't know about your company, until the stage of them being closed by you. There are a couple of stages there. And we only go until the stage of them being qualified, meaning that their property is suitable for heat pump installations, and also they're ready to buy. We have with them pre-conversation before we hand them over to you, and then what you will be getting working with us is just conversation sales, basically, with already pre-qualified customers. And just like that, you will have virtual meetings with them. If they want to call, they want to call. If they want to book a call just like this one, they're gonna do. But we get paid for the ones that do show up, just like I'm now and you guys are showing up. Yeah, they do get paid for the fact that they show up. And if you have, for example, what I mean by that is that if you have a customer who only like gives you their names and phone numbers, that means that they're interested in buying. You can assume like statistically, they're like interested in buying, let's say 15 to 20%, right? And then once they book an appointment with you, that means they're interested 50%, 15% of the way. And once they show up, that's like above 80% already sale is won. And that's what we really generate. You do not pay for the ones that also book appointment but do not show up, meaning that they ghosted you and they aren't really about it. And once they're like with you, after they have like statistically 80% plus interest, that means that it's your job like to close them, in which case it's going to be much easier than just average sale you guys are having. Keeping it exception like only for the ones that come to you with from referrals. Yeah. So is it okay that we go with 15 of those sales for the first month, and then we're gonna go, we can just up that number into however much you want from the next month. If it's 15 sales competitions, and assuming in the worst case you close, say 40% of them, which is about say 6 of them, or even 7. That's the worst case, I would say. And now you've got a good return on investment. And in terms of cost and financial, so far have you got any questions?
No, just how much does it cost?
Yeah, for each sale that shows up, for each appointment that shows up, we charge £200, and that's just included marketing fees as well. £200 per each appointment that shows up, as I mentioned. It includes the marketing fees as well as the service charge. So we're basically covering that. For example, say we weren't able to hit that number, right, for some reason, and what we have in guarantee is that we're going to spend the amount that we also got from you that we thought we would keep for as a service charge. We're going to spend that on marketing fees to get you those numbers. And when I say 15 sales that shows up, it's just a minimum number. I'm just averaging it in terms of the average industry prices.
Okay.
Because an average lead costs about £25, an average appointment costs about 80 to £100, and the ones that show up, they're worth gold because they're about to buy.
Cool.
And yeah, we do not, and also I do not really try to close them on the phone. I just like try to push those offers over the phone, and then you can. I just work as a customer representative here at this company, and you can just book your call there and there. And if they have any specific questions, I'm gonna try to answer at my best, but I'm gonna try to leave it for you guys because I might, since I don't work in this company, I don't really know what goes in and out of business. So far, have you guys got any questions?
Nope.
And 15 would be 3,000 for the first month, and then you guys are gonna we're gonna spend 100 each day from the first day, and then the first 7 to 14 days is gonna be spent. The time is gonna spend on doing market research, specifically in your area and everything, because I believe that it's 95% of the time it's about market research and 5% of the time implementation. The reason I say that is because you guys can still go and do it yourselves. Even somebody else in your company, you can do the things that I can do, but it's not only going to take time but also like experience in terms of. That's why you guys are in the first place thinking of outsourcing to somebody who's a specialist in this specific field, marketing.
Okay, so
Yep.
By the way, have you guys done any marketing before in the past? I know that you guys do on Google.
Well, we do. I've done everything. So we've done a lot of Facebook. We've done pay-per-click on Google Ads.
Yeah.
Direct marketing. You know.
Which one would you say that works the best specifically for your company in terms of not only air source heat pumps sales, but also in other fields?
Well, to be honest, we haven't really sort of done much on the air source. Most of my marketing has been for solar PV.
Yeah.
And the most successful route to market on that has always been Facebook. Google. Google's a tough one. I mean, most people run off their phones these days. They don't sit at a computer and browse the internet. They sit on their phone and browse.
Especially considering the fact that when you say why not so many people are like switch to heat pumps, the first response would be knowledge. They're ignorant of the fact of those opportunities exist because people have money. If you look at statistics, people have money, but what they don't know is the information that's out there, but they don't have access. So on Google, there's demand is in there already, right? People go into there with intent. It's intent-based marketing, but Facebook is just a guy just thinks about this, has been thinking about switching to this for a long time, and then once they see that you guys are based in their local area, about 5 to 10 miles away from where he's located, and then he's definitely going to be pushed to motivated to go ahead. And they submit the information. Like that's the easiest thing. We just grab them by offering them small call to actions and leading them to the sale that you guys are going to have. That's how the marketing system works and everything. You just can't say you sell buy now. That's what I'm going to say.
So what is your route to market then?
Say it again.
What is your chosen route to market? Are you?
You mean specific platforms? We do
Facebook, YouTube.
Predominantly do on Facebook, just Facebook. And then if we, it's not like we only focus on Facebook, but if we think of scaling in terms of after like next 3 months with working with you guys, we're definitely gonna step into YouTube as well. We're gonna see how it goes, and then Google as well. You guys obviously are doing on Google. And how is the performance on Google? I see it's also like only solar. I'm aware of that. I've also checked like the Google ads you guys doing primarily for solar.
Yeah, it has. Yeah, because we've sort of slowed down on the heat pump side of things. That's something we need to sort of, that's the, the whole solar market has slowed down in a domestic sense. So we're now looking to exploit the sort of the demand for heat pumps. So, but we haven't really our salesperson, the marketing girl that we had. We got rid of her because she was crap. Well, she was.
She was.
Yeah, she was shit. So we haven't really driven any Google ads or Facebook advertising for heat pumps yet. We are looking to do something with the Eco 4 and some more with the heat pumps. But we haven't really sort of started that yet.
So what I was trying to say, I also want to mention the fact that how I even in the first place as a marketer just got into this heat pump, right? You guys must be interested in that background as well. The last conversation I had with a company when I was working within solar industry was the company named RG Installations. The owner's name is also Richard. And he was basically telling me, and it was just, we were about to do solar, we were about to go into solar, but he was never really into it. And just he got into conversation with me. He thought that I would offer him heat pump leads, heat pump based leads. But what he basically said is he also suggests me to do marketing for him in terms of not solar, because he has been in the industry for over 35 years, according to him. And he basically suggests me to step into this industry as well, because this industry is about to boom. And he basically said a lot of things on the call. And one of the things that he said was also in that their company, their heat pump based company, that the revenue that they generated from heat pump sales in the last 6 months was triple the amount that they've made within their solar company in the last year. And I just heard of that fact, and that, yeah, my eyes just got opened up, and I really asked myself, what am I even doing in this solar industry? It's not really going anywhere. But I tried to work with companies, you can see, but we got them some amazing results. But the reasons were that the companies weren't able to offer any good offers for the homeowners. That was one reason. And the other reason was, yeah, they weren't able to close the deals that we generated for them. They weren't really good enough, the companies that we worked with. And all those problems were just stemming from one core problem, which is the industry itself is thinking, basically. Because, yeah, people it's expensive to switch to solar. And if there's no any incentive like from the government side, then, yeah, it's going to be tough to homeowners who struggle with money to actually to be able to afford and go ahead with solar panels. So far, have you got any questions, like in terms of starting this? How soon we're going to start with it, or do you want me to lay down the next steps to take?
Yeah, well, if you can send through, a proposal, that'd be the sort of the next sort of stage for us to review, everything on paper, and then we can sort of talk through it. We've got a couple of other people that obviously we need to discuss that with.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's certainly interesting, and it's something we're definitely interested in. It's just we've got to sort of just talk through the numbers, and before we sort of make a decision, it's always something that we need to
review with the team and everything.
What's in the market,
it's far better to just give it a shot than just waiting next time, because it's inevitable that you guys are aware that this is something that's really like going on upward trends.
Yeah.
So yeah, what I'm gonna send after this call is just a contract. It's just a proposal. It's gonna include every information that I've just laid out, including the guarantees and everything. That's a reversal, because there has to be a reversal for you guys to actually step in with me. And also, can I send also the invoice as well, together with the contract?
Yeah, sounds good.
Yeah, it should, because if I just send over and you guys just start to like panic, it's just, are we getting started? Yeah, it's just to leave it there, and you guys can have your time to review. Yeah,
fantastic. Sounds good.
Sooner is better. So we are moving with only like 13 sales, right? The number is 13 for the first one, to see what it looks like. That's also a good number. I see a lot of companies spend upwards of 30K per month, but they're really good established companies, and they've been doing it, because once you see that what we are doing is proven to work, then you guys can go ahead and spend big numbers, because you see, for a fact that you're going to get the return on investment. And we're going to try to do the same thing as well. For the first one, you guys see the result of what it looks like to work with us, and then from the next one, we must go heavily on that, because it's a high ticket thing that you guys are selling in terms of like the cost per acquisition, and then the actual amount that it costs us for customers. Like the ratio is high, so we need to invest a lot in marketing. But to begin with, for the first month, it's a good way to start. It's a good number to start, basically. So far, have you guys got any questions? I can just end here, because it was about 30 minutes.
No, we're all good. That's everything.
Yeah, if you guys are good, then I'm just gonna. You are the owner of the company, like Mr. Julian. I've also checked everything on government.co.uk. Yeah, nice to meet you guys. It was a good conversation I had. Nice to meet you.
Okay. Cheers, Ella.